Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Be Watches. Before we start, I would like you to subscribe to my channel, and on this channel we talk about movies, we do reviews, so don't forget to subscribe so you always know when I upload. Now guys, very sad news, it's the end of an era. Cineworld is shutting down and it's such a shame. So many people are going to lose their jobs. But guys, cinemas have not really been the same since streaming services came out. But luckily, because of those big blockbusters like Marvel, James Bond, most of those type of movies have actually kept those cinemas going. Cinemas really do rely on those big blockbusters, but the cinemas cannot survive if there's no movies. And guys, have you not noticed there's been no movies. There's been no movies, guys. And when there has been a movie, what they've done is put it straight onto the streaming services. Like, we know Disney Plus, they put Mulan out. We know that there was a few other movies as well. I think there was Trolls and The Invisible Man that was put straight onto streaming as well. And so even though there's movies being made, it doesn't mean that those movies are being released in the cinema. So it's a very, very dangerous ground for cinemas right now. What really ended it for Cineworld was James Bond, Time to Die, because that was supposed to be coming out. And obviously we know that James Bond has been set back at least twice, and now it's been pushed back to 2021. And even in 2021, do we even know if it's going to come out in cinemas? We just don't know. It's predicted. So Cineworld just couldn't afford to continue, and it's no surprise. I mean, it makes you just wonder, though, if other cinemas are to follow. From what I know, the bigger cinemas like View should be okay. But the other smaller cinemas, the independent cinemas, that's definitely worrying. They may definitely go under, guys. Odeon cinemas don't look good. It doesn't look good for them at all. They only have half a year's cash left. So in 6 months, if there's no big movies, then Odeon could be in trouble because there's no money there. And guys, even if there is movies that are released, you need to think about the fact that loads of people now, they can create a cinematic experience at home. A lot of people can afford big screen TVs now. A lot of people can afford surround sound now. Even if you're on benefits, you can pay for a big screen TV now because there's installments. You know, there's way to pay, and a lot of people do have big screen TVs. So a lot of people would prefer to stay in their homes instead of risking going out and catching COVID-19, because a lot of people are still scared. And even when Tenet was released, and Christopher Nolan wanted Tenet to be released in the cinemas, he strictly did not want it to be on streaming. He was against that, but it was supposed to save the cinema because we know that Christopher Nolan's got big numbers, but it didn't do as well as everyone thought it would, and that could be because people were too scared to go out. Okay, so even if there's movies, will people go? I couldn't really imagine a world without cinemas. I'm 37 years old, but I think a lot of younger people, probably that are between the ages of 18, 25, possibly younger, they are used to this type of world because streaming services is what they've grown up on. And I feel like cinemas for them, it's not so much of a big deal, but for the older ones, we have grown up on cinema, and I just don't want to see it die. I just hope they stick around. We don't know what's going to happen, guys, but we're going to come back to this video in 6 months' time and see. Comment below how you feel about the cinema, your first memory of the cinema, what you think is going to happen. I'd love to know your comments, guys. So comment below. But that's it for the video. Bye-bye.